Yeah, hi there, Hoodie J here from the Radio Hodaki Big Show. Just to put a disclaimer at the front of this podcast, if there's any kiddies in the room with you or you're in the car, just to let you know there's some intense content in this particular podcast, so buyer beware.
Yeah. Also, just another quick disclaimer, if you are Pugs' mum, maybe don't listen to this one.
Definitely if you're Pugs' mum, don't listen to this.
There's nothing about you, of course, it's just about Pugs himself, and I think
well, just generally the chat in general is not something you need to be listening to, Mrs. Pugs.
Yeah.
Fan of the Hodaki Big Show podcast? Make sure you check out more from Jay, Smike and Keezy on their Instagram at Hodaki Big Show, or tune in to them 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hodaki. Thanks, mate.
No worries.
You all good, Keezy?
Yeah, you all good, Jace?
You're very slow on the uptake today.
What do you mean?
You just seem very fatigued.
I am very fatigued.
Are you?
Yeah.
Definitely.
You're not your usual
Are you really?
goofy, dumbass self. You know what I mean? Is it all okay? You
Everything's
okay?
great.
Yeah, good.
Can I ask you, Keezy, how you felt waking up today as compared to how you felt waking up yesterday?
Yesterday I felt like death,
Yes.
but I quickly recovered from that.
Oh.
Today I felt fine and have slowly
Gotten
not
worse,
been okay.
yeah.
Interesting
right.
how that works, hey?
Yeah.
Interesting how that works.
It's just the new norm for me now because it was a particularly big weekend.
Yeah.
And I knew that there'd be a 2-day sort of layover afterwards. But you know me, fellas, I'll be sweet as.
Yeah. No, I was just checking in, man, because you seem very fatigued, and then Mogi and I were in the studio waiting for you for 15 minutes, and you
15?
you sort of loped in, and then you were having a big perv out the window there, and it's like, can we just do the
Was
potty?
I?
Can we just do the potty? And whilst I too enjoy people doing things with their hair, like the old chopstick, I don't like to let it get in the way of work to be done.
What are you talking
good on
about?
you. I'm assuming that the woman that you were perving at
Oh, the
has
one that
got
I was
chopsticks in
perving
her
at.
hair.
Yeah.
That's what it
Well,
sounds
that's
like.
what you said. You said you liked that look.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, certainly Pugson does. He'll be listening to this.
Yeah, he'll be all over it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, good old Pugson. Hopefully it gets better, and it'll be right for your old
It'll
pussy.
heal up downstairs there. And
Yeah.
Well,
those things
excess
take
latex.
a while too. And the thing with syphilis is that,
You don't want that.
back in the day, Mogi, of course, people in the olden days,
the good old days.
with the old syphilis, they'd go mad.
They would.
They'd go mad.
Why?
They'd lose their minds.
I don't. Well, it's something to do with the syphilis. They would
Right.
literally lose their minds and go crazy.
Did you know that and I might have said this already on the outro before, the original reason that you couldn't drink with antibiotics is what doctors used to tell people, so that the antibiotics would have time to kick in and get rid of the syphilis, whereas if you went out and drank their first ever form of antibiotics, it wouldn't affect it at all, but you'd go and spread syphilis.
Right.
Whereas if they could convince you to stay sober, it would actually help.
Ah.
And so they were like, no, you can't drink. But then now there are ones that
So
you
you're saying
genuinely-
that syphilis was spread because people were getting steamed.
we're getting it just
Yeah.
reduced the amount of
Certainly, I can see the logic behind that.
Yeah, it's good logic.
yeah. Is syphilis a downstairs thing? Is it?
Well, it can be, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I don't even.
Oh,
Keezy,
come
how
on,
many you've had
Keezy.
every disease under the
Come
sun,
on, buddy.
brother?
I mean,
Come on, mate.
I have not had every disease
You-
under the sun.
I mean, usually I go to you about this shit. You know what I mean?
Keezy, what's syphilis about?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
No, seriously, though, I've never. Actually, I'm going to Google it right now.
It is a sexually transmitted disease.
No,
Keezy.
yes, in the downstairs, but yeah, it affects the immune system or something. It goes a bit nuts. And
An infection caused by bacteria, it spreads through sexual contact most often. Disease starts as a sore that's often painless and typically appears on the genitals, rectum, or mouth. Pugs were saying it was all three.
yeah, that's why he's really under the gun.
Doesn't his mother listen to the podcast?
It's weird doing those jokes without him sitting through the glass.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What the hell,
Fuming
man?
about it.
Oh, look, I want to make it clear, I'm not judging him on it.
No.
Well, no,
You know what I
Well,
mean?
look, he's
I
a
mean,
young man.
Yeah, totally.
Wild oats, etc., etc.
Ironic, given the amount of rubber joeys he uses. You know what I mean? That he actually ended up contracting it.
Well, apparently he's starting to develop like a latex
Yeah.
allergy.
Yeah.
From having-
I don't know about you, fellas. I was never a big fan of condoms.
Fan? You mean you never used condoms?
Oh, no, I've used them.
Yeah, sure. How many do you reckon you've used in your life?
Well,
Count
Let's do a countback.
them on one hand.
well,
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast. The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
It's hard to know,
it was.
Mogi. But I was never a huge fan of them.
Oh, yeah. How many kids have you got?
How about you fellas?
Oh, I love them.
Oh, did you?
I never leave the house, even these days, without a rubber joey on.
Oh, right.
Well,
On.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the way I see it is it's the least I can do to help have protected sex.
What do you mean?
Like, mostly the female has to do a lot of the, that heavy lifting side of things. The least I can do is, wrap it up.
I'm not interested in what they told you at school, Keezy. What's your feeling on it?
Oh, I hate condoms.
It's terrible, isn't it?
Would you take the pill? Because they're coming out with the men's pill.
Yep.
I thought about this, and I think I would.
I wouldn't. You don't even know any of the health issues around it.
Don't care. Just
I just
shove
want
it
to
down
help.
there.
Just want to help women out.
Yeah, totally, man.
Well, I think I would
Mind
like
you,
to.
my seed's so tired now, it doesn't matter.
I'd like to help my partner out, not women in general.
Well,
But
just don't sleep with them.
In fact, my
yeah, that's a good idea.
wife has asked me that question over the years.
I wouldn't do it.
She said to me, if there was a male pill, would you take it? And I said, yeah, I would.
I mean,
Definitely.
obviously, once it had gone through testing and you knew all the ins and
Oh,
outs
no,
of it,
just even if it's experimental, just shove it down me.
shove it down you.
Give me anything. But I also don't think women should take the pill because that's so bad for you. Shocking shit.
But better than wrapping it up, Jace?
Am I right?
Jace.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I don't want to create the wrong impression here, fellas. I wrapped it up all right.
No, you didn't. You're riddled, mate. You're riddled.
What I
They
found,
call him the Riddler.
what I found really
They're riddled with STDs.
what I found really annoying about them mostly was like I'd have to join two together.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, how did that work? Because you've got two scrotums, if I remember
Well, no, it was
correctly.
one for him, one
two,
for his partner.
Two scroti and also
So
two shafts.
I'd have to, what I'd do is I'd have to cut the chip off one of them and pull that on down the length. And then
Because the whole length needs to be covered.
and then put another one on top to finish her off.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. See,
God,
that's
you must have
annoying.
a big downstairs, man.
Well, look, fellas, I don't want to go on about it,
Oh, it's so funny.
but yeah, no, it's terrible, eh? I used to always be like a condom. Oh, okay, I suppose so. Put that on there.
What about a
Put that on there like that.
the old vasectomy?
Turn the light on, would you?
What if it's what like you can reverse a vasectomy, right?
I can.
It's
yeah.
ve- it's
I
ve-
can.
It's
yeah.
very complicated.
Dr. Mogi.
I just do it with my thought process.
Sure.
It's like, nah.
So
Yeah.
wait, maybe there's like a
Time
world.
to get pregnant.
There's a world where like all teenage boys go and get a vasectomy that can be undone at some point.
I think the undoing of it is actually quite a complicated process.
But you just like install a little like nozzle thing that has a little switch on it,
Yeah.
and then you just switch it on.
I always
Bluetooth.
thought for a long, long time, the vasectomy, that it meant that you didn't ejaculate.
Oh, right.
Like substantively.
Yes.
And it was like, no, you still ejaculate, but it doesn't have the sperms.
No, that's right. It's
Does it look the
it's
same?
spermazoa.
Does it still look similar?
It looks exactly. Look, you apply the taste test, you wouldn't know the difference, Keezy.
Yeah.
But yeah, and what happens to the sperm is it gets absorbed through the membrane in the testes and sucked into the bloodstream. So you actually end up with little sperms swimming around in your blood. And that, my friend, is a true story.
Really?
I've recently been looking into it because I was like, where is it going? If it's not coming out, where is it going? Because as you famously know, I'm all blocked up down there.
Yeah.
Imagine if it basically rerouted it and it came out as snot and you had to blow your nose once a
And
day.
it was Jizzo.
And it was just jizzoed, Jace.
You'd be having massive ejaculations every day, Keezy, and
Sneezing,
that
you'd be
goes-
like
yeah.
intentionally getting hay fever.
No, because it took me, and then I had a mate that actually got it done, and he said, no, you still
You still good.
produce substance. It's just
Because that's your main thing, is you just want.
Just massive.
I mean, that's
He's all about the load.
I'm all about the load.
But your load has taken a real dent.
It has, man. It has.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you.
It's pathetic now.
It depends how long I go for without unleashing the load.
Yeah,
You know what I
You
mean?
get backed up, sure.
Because you get backed up.
Can I
load.
just say we need to put the warning on this?
Yeah, there's going to be we need to put a disclaimer on this
What's
one.
the load special?
But yeah, I'm with you, man.
You know,
It's an embarrassment now.
let's just say it's not released as exuberantly as it was.
Yeah, no, that's right. Some of the things you might have done in the past, you can't do them anymore.
Sure.
Unless you're applying gravity.
Well, you know, I don't need to worry about the headboard anymore.
Oh, no, oh
You
God,
know-
no.
you know what I mean?
No, and that is why the headboard was invented.
Yes.
Because we've talked about that on this program before.
Yeah, we have.
We have?
Yeah, it's to keep your load off the wall behind your head.
We definitely need a disclaimer at the start. Fucking hell. Hey, listen to the listen to the show 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hodaki, right?
And apologies to Pugs' mum.
Yeah.
We should actually do a specific disclaimer for her.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, let's do a disclaimer now. Thanks for listening. Check out the Hodaki Big Show's Instagram page. Blah blah. So good.